Did you ever want to destroy your opponent on like turn 2? You ever want to kill their leader on turn 2 or turn 3? Just win the game on turn 3? Well, you could do it with this deck. We have the Flash and Wonder Woman combo, and this is just so freaking aggressive. It's as aggressive as it gets. You got two leaders that have a 2-turn cooldown on their leader ability, and the Flash gets 2 attack. He gets to attack twice. You can buff him up with some other cards, and you have Wonder Woman that gets 4 attack, gives your recruits +1 health. Let's get into the deck. All right, you can see the curve right up here. It's a very aggressive curve. We have a lot of bronze in the deck. Let's start off with the free cards here. We have one card, the Mace, which just buffs a card. We're going to be playing guys that have Flurry, which means they get to attack twice, and then we buff them up, and we just keep smacking. So Mace does exactly what we're looking for in that regard. And then we have the Ambush Bug going onto the bronze cards. This has speed, so it can attack on the turn that it was played, and it gets ambush on the turn that it's played. So if it does kill something, then Ambush Bug stays alive. So it's just really, really good at the beginning of the game, or really nice with buffs as well. You can just take down something and he stays alive with the buff for the following turn, and it's pretty sweet. Next up, we have Super Strength. We give a friendly recruit +3/+3. Fits the theme of the deck. You see what we're doing. We're spamming the board with these guys that have Flurry most likely, and we're just going to buff them up. Green has access to some really nice early game units like Stargirl that generates a bronze at your start of your turn. So if they don't kill it, you're going to be able to just play a plethora of cards. And yeah, and it's got decent stats as well. Next up, we have Power Surge, which of course fits the theme of the deck. You give a friendly character +3 attack this turn. And this can also go on your leaders, because it doesn't say recruit, it says character. So if you put this on your Flash leader, you're getting 2 5-attack swings, so it's essentially +6, and that's very powerful. All right, we got Max Mercury, 2/3 with Flurry. If you get this guy bigger, he does a lot of damage. Flurry, that double attack, just a good bronze card. Wildcat fits the theme of the deck very well. Not only is he a 3/3, but he gives another thing +1/+1. So if you couple him with other cards, other bronze cards, you just establish a really nice board out the gate. Next, we have Iris West. She says Flash, so I include her in the deck. But she is good. On your turn, your Flash leader is invincible, so we get to swing into things for free. And we get an extra attack on both of our leaders during our turn. So not only, if we don't have our leader abilities, not only do they get to attack with the 1 attack, but Flash will get that bonus attack. So he will be able to attack twice for 3 damage. And he's invincible. Next, we have Darla Dudley, which is just another Flurry card, but she has Aura, so she can't be affected by... She negates the first ability or action that's cast on her. So kind of similar to the other card, just, yeah, Flurry. Then we have just a solid bronze card that should stay alive most of the time, Antiope. It has Aura, and it's a 3/3. Next, we have Crypto, which has Shield and gives another friendly character Shield. So, I mean, you're going to be buffing up your characters, so giving them Shield is really nice. And it really couples very well with Clark Kent, which is the last bronze card that we have in the deck. If this card stays alive at the start of your next turn, he transforms into Superman, and he's exhausted for the 1 turn. But that's okay, because Superman is incredible. He is a 6/6 with Shield. So if you can get this off, I mean, this is like the strongest turn 1 play in the game. If your opponent doesn't have a way to deal with it, you kind of just win the game. But yeah, if you protect this with Crypto, it gets really crazy too. It gets hard to kill. You can even put Crypto in front of it, and they have to go like all out to kill this guy. Moving on to the silver cards, we got Lobo. I've never seen his effect actually go off, whether it's me playing him or somebody else, because he puts a bounty on a random enemy. So it could even be the leaders, or it could be just one of their characters they have out. And if Lobo actually kills that unit, then you draw 2 cards and they're free, which is a crazy ability. But like I said, I've never seen anybody get this off. But on the off chance that you do get it off, that would be insane. Probably win you the game. And he's just a big silver. He's just 6/6. It's just a lot of stats. You compare him to a Gorilla Grodd, I guess, which is a 5/7. It's just a good static card with a potentially insane upside. Next up, we have Firestorm. Just a really good legendary card. At the end of every single one of your turns, he deals 2 damage to each enemy in his lane for each other card you played this turn. So if you only play him and another card that turn, he's going to do 2 damage to each enemy in that lane, which is still honestly fine. Next up, we have Red Tornado, which is one of the strongest cards in this deck. He has Flurry, which is double attack. Deploy, after another friendly character attacks this turn, he gets +1 attack. So if you have your Flash leader ability and you have like one guy on the board, like he's already a 4/6. Then if you have guys on the board, like you just got to remember to play this card before you attack for the turn. And yeah, this card is so nice. A card that could get crazy with that is Supersonic Sucker Punch. Give a friendly recruit +3 attack and invincible this turn. So I mean, if you put it on Red Tornado, you get to just trade into things and kill them, or you can just kill your opponent's face. This card's great. Next up, we have Superboy, which is just a solid card. It's a silver 4/4 with shield, and shield can be very hard to get past. It can force your opponent into making some bad trades. I really like this. And of course, with the buffs, it gets crazy. And speaking of buffs, our last silver card in the deck, Queen Hippolyta. She has Aura, which is really strong, and she gives all of our other recruits +1/+1 when she's deployed. It's a solid card. You know what I'm saying. It fits the theme of the deck perfectly. I have nothing else to say about it. It's just so good. Moving on to the golden cards, we do of course have Truth and Justice. Give your characters +2/+2. So not only is this giving your recruits that you have on the board +2/+2, but it's giving your leaders +2/+2 permanently. This is a permanent buff. So every single turn after this, your leaders are still going to have that +2 attack. So Flash is going to just instantly turn into a 4 attack guy when he gets his ability off. He gets 2 swings. And yeah, this card is just very strong. Then we have our boy Shazam. Just a solid legendary card. Legendary golden card. He has speed, so he can attack on the turn that you summon him. And if he would be KO'd, then he turns into Billy Batson. And Billy Batson, if he can stay alive as a 0/1, you could transform him. He transforms back into Shazam. And then he has speed again, and he can attack again, you know. It's very hard for it to survive when it gets to Billy Batson, but it just forces your opponent to make another swing into it. Next up, we have Superman, of course. Just another very strong golden legendary. He has shield. It's an 8/8. That's already humongous. And when he's in your front row, your leaders are invincible. So not only are they going to get attacks off for free and trade into stuff if you want with their abilities, but I mean, this could just protect you from losing the game. They have to deal with this before they deal with your leaders. This card's crazy. And last but not least, we have the Flash. We're playing the Flash, so we have to play the Flash. He's invincible on your turn. He has speed, so he can attack the turn that he's played. And after you play an energy card, which is any green card, then you ready the Flash, so he gets to attack again. So theoretically, I mean, we don't have so many free cards in this deck. So theoretically, you're probably only going to be able to attack twice with him on the turn that you play him. But that's fine, honestly. Just being able to get those invincible swings in and have him, like, he's just a target that they have to deal with. He's just good. And that's the deck right there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is a very fun deck to play. You just smack your opponent in the face. And I'm not usually much of an aggressive player, but there's just something really satisfying about this deck. And not a lot of people play with the Flash, so it's kind of an off-meta deck. And like I was saying before, I can literally I've destroyed heroes, leaders on like turn 2 with this deck. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, this deck goes kind of crazy. I hope you give it a shot. Let me know down below if you like the deck and what other cards you think I should add into the deck. What decks you want to see next. Thank you for watching. It's your boy.